right, folks. So Bob just told me, unfortunately, he's lost his voice, so I'm going to be the one singing tonight. Is that all right? Well, welcome back, everyone. We missed you. Hope you missed us. We thank you, first of all, for adapting with our schedule this past week. I think the world of you all, so the last thing I wanted to do is bring you all out here in 105-degree heat. You know how they always joke and say, oh, it's 110 in the shade. Well, it really was 110 in the shade on Tuesday. But we're so glad to have you back, and we wouldn't start our series with any other group other than Curragh's Fancy. Let's hear it for Curragh's Fancy.
Thank you. Thank you.
I do want to note we have Ann Tolan with us from the Library Trustees. Ann never misses a show. We got a couple of great town employees with us. Danny Pickwick, who does a great job at Sunset Lake. Where's Kevin Reardon? We got Kevin Reardon, who does a great job for us up at our golf course. And of course, our retired DPW director, Tommy Whalen, is here with us tonight. I do want to pass along greetings from our Mayor, Erin Joyce, who sends her best. She did have a conflict tonight, but she will be joining us as we go through the summer. And we want to thank our friends from Beld, who always sponsor our Nelson Chin Summer Concert Series. So thank you to Beld. And they have the table back there, so make sure you go down and see them. So I'm just going to get ready to hand it over to Curragh Fancy. And Bob, you're going to do the unicorn this year, right?
Better believe it.
Oh, we don't have them back. Well, we don't have them back if they don't do the unicorn. No, I'm just kidding. It is. We wrote it in the contract. So sit back, relax, enjoy a little breeze off the lake, and enjoy some great tunes from our friends at Curragh Fancy.
Thank you. Whoever thought you'd need long johns after the last couple of days, eh? And don't forget our friends all the way in from South Boston as well. Flown in at great expense, as they say. There's no winding road taking me to the mountains and down to the sea far below, where the bloom on the bush and the sounds of the thrush from the woodlands I left so long ago. So keep those wheels a-turning, tell the folks I'm coming home to stay, where I played as a child with my heart free and wild on the lost shores by Carlingford Bay. I would stroll with my girl in the cool of the evening and dance till the dawn of the day. I would stand on the deck of an old fishing smack while the girls waved goodbye from the quay. So keep those wheels a-turning, tell the folks I'm coming home to stay, where I played as a child with my heart free and wild on the log shores by Carlingford Bay. What fools men can be when a strange land is calling, and oh, how it makes young men blind. Since I first sailed away, I toiled night and day for a treasure I never will find. So keep those wheels a-turning, tell the folks I'm coming home to stay, where I played as a child with my heart free and wild on the log shores by Carlingford Bay. One more. So keep those wheels a-turning, tell the folks I'm coming home to stay, where I played as a child with my heart free and wild on the log shores by Carlingford Bay. Thank you. Can you hear it okay? Is it loud enough? Is it too loud? It's okay? All right, good. Thank you. Also, if there's any requests you have, let us know. If we know it, we'll give it a go. Chris has already put his in, his yearly unicorn, which we'll get to that in a short while. And also, if you'd like to sing along with us, please feel free. It's probably apparent that we could use all the help we can get. And old Clancy Brothers here. Came over the hill, down through the valley so shady. He whistled and he sang to the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. Come on now. Oddie-doo, da-day, oddie-doo, oddie-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. Her father saddled up his fastest steed. He roamed the valleys all over. He saw his daughter at great speed, and the whistling gypsy rode over. Oddie-doo, da-day, oddie-doo, oddie-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. Came at last to a mansion fine, down by the river Clady. There was music and there was wine for the gypsy and his lady. Oddie-doo, da-day, oddie-doo, oddie-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. Gypsy, oh father, she said, but Lord of these lands all over, I will stay till my dying day with my whistling gypsy rover. Last one. Oddie-doo, da-day, oddie-doo, oddie-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. The Whistling Gypsy. Thank you. That was off the Irish Volunteers' second album, I believe. Was it, Kate, the second album? Here's an old sailing song back in the days of sailing ships, when men would sign aboard and sign a contract for sometimes a number of months, sometimes for a number of years. But as part of that contract, they were allowed a ration of rum every day. And what would happen is they'd save that ration and have it all on one day of the week. So you can imagine what happened aboard the ship. No work got done, all kinds of problems. So the captains got wise to it, started putting some water in. So if they didn't drink the rum with the water, it would go bad. So rather than risk it, they drank it. And that mixture is called the grog. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All for me beer and tobacco. Sure, I spent all me tin with the lassie drinking gin. Across the western ocean I must wander. Where are my boots, my nuggin boots? They're all gone for beer and tobacco. The uppers are all out, the soles are kicked about. The heels are looking up for better wearing. And it's all for me grog, jolly, jolly grog. All for me beer and tobacco. Sure, I spent all me tin with the lassie drinking gin. Across the western ocean I must wander. Where is my shirt, my noggin shirt? It's all gone for beer and tobacco. The collar is all worn, the front it is all torn. The tail is looking up for better wearing. When the child for me grog, jolly, jolly grog, all for me beer and tobacco. Sure I spent all me tin with the lassie drinking gin. Across the western ocean I was wander. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sick in the head, and I haven't been to bed since I came ashore with my plunder. I've seen centipedes and snakes, I'm full of pains and aches. Think I'll make a track for way up yonder. And it's all for me grog, jolly, jolly grog, all for me beer and tobacco. Sure I spent all me tin with the lassie drinking gin. Across the western ocean I must wander. And it's all for me grog, jolly, jolly grog, all for me beer and tobacco. Sure I spent all me tin with the lassie drinking gin. Across the western ocean I must wander. Thank you very much. This next song is from the old movie The Quiet Man. How many have seen The Quiet Man? Just about everybody, great. For years and years and years, I had never seen it sequentially. I'd always seen the middle or I'd seen the end, but I never saw it from front to back till about 5 years ago. And I realized that this song plays through the entire movie. It's a beautiful old song. John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, the whole gang. It's a beautiful old song called The Isle of Innisfree. Okay, the dust out of it, bud. I met some folks who say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt there's truth in what they say. But sure, a body is bound to be a dreamer when all the things he loves are far away. And precious things are dreams unto an exile. They take him to a land across the sea, especially when it happens he's in exile from that dear lovely Isle of Innisfree. And when the moonlight peeks across the rooftops, this great city, wondrous though it be, I scarcely hear the music and the laughter. I'm once again back home in Innisfree. Wait around, baby. Wandered o'er green hills and leafy valley, and found a peace on earth no one could know. I hear the birds make music fit for angels, don't last, and dreams are not forgotten. Now I'm back to stern reality, and though they pave the city streets with gold dust, I still would choose the eye of Innisfree. I still would choose the eye of Innisfree. That's all I need. Isn't that a great old song? The Isle of Innisfree. This next song is written by a fella from up in Toronto, Canada. Anybody been up to Canada? Anybody been to Toronto? Anybody know where it is? You go to Buffalo, take a left. You can't miss it. Anyway, it's a song about a young fellow traveling far, far from home. Bumps into an old pal, asking about the old gang and all his old girlfriends and all, you know. Did she mention my name? It's so nice to see an old friend to pass the time of day. Talk about the hometown a million miles away. Is the ice still in the river? Are the old folks the same? And by the way, did she mention my name? Did she mention my name just in passing? And when the talk ran high, with a look in her eyes seemed far away. Is the home team still on fire? Do they still win all the games? And by the way, did she mention my name? Is the landlord still a loser? Her signs in the hall. Are the girls in Nova Scotia still pretty in the fall? Do the smiles on their faces put the sun to shame? And by the way, did she mention my name? Did she mention my name just in passing? And when the morning came, do you remember if she dropped a name or two? Won't you say hello to someone? There's no need to explain. And by the way, did she mention my name? Oh. See the old gang now and then, do they still hang by the wall? Do they walk around the island, watch the kids play ball? Do they brag about the games we won in our younger days? And by the way, did she mention my name? Did she mention my name just in passing? And when the talk ran high, did the look in her eyes seem far away? Is the home team still on fire? Do they still win all the games? And by the way, did she mention my name? Thank you very much. Thanks. Oh, that was an old Gordon Lightfoot song. This is the great old one called Dublin City in the Rare Old Times.
Let me just get this in tune, all right?
Get it, lad. Get it done, bud. We normally play from 6 till around 7 o'clock and take a little break and come back. But we're going to go right through tonight, cut it off a little bit early so we all get home and get a hot cup of tea. Turn on the heat.
I know it.
Crank up the wood stove.
Light up the fire. Well, like they always say, right? If you don't like the weather in New England, wait a minute, right?
Reads on songs and stories, heroes of renown, those passing tales and glories that once was Dublin town. Those hallowed halls and houses and haunting children's rhymes were once a part of Dublin in those rare old times.
Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin City in those rare old times.
My name it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as can be, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy, like my home that fell to progress and my trade to memory. I courted Peggy Diamond, as pretty as you please, a rogue and a child of Mary from those rebel liberties. I lost her to a student chap with skin as black as coal, when he took her off to Birmingham, he stole away my soul.
Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin City in those rare old times.
Now the years, they've made me bitter, the gargled in my brain, and Dublin, it keeps on changing, nothing stays the same. That pillar and that have gone, the Royal long since put down, and the grey, unyielding concrete, it makes a city of my town.
Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin City in the rare old times.
Fairly well, sweet Anna Linfield, I can no longer stay and watch as new glass cages, they rise up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I am part of what was Dublin in those rare old times.
Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin City in the rare old times.
So once again, come on.
Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the lights decline, I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. riding on the city of New Orleans. Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars, 15 restless riders, 3 conductors, 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee, rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing towns that have no names and rail yards full of old men and the graveyard of the rusted automobile. Come on now. Good morning, America, how are you? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing card games with the old men in the club car. Penny a point and no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Feel the wheels rumbling beneath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rail is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. And all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream. And the steel rail still ain't heard the news. The doctor sings his song again. Passengers will please refrain. This train's got the disappearing railroad blues. Good morning, America, how are you? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Thanks.
Here's a request we had before we started up here. Great one called The Fields of Athenry.
By the lonely prison wall, heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have taken you away. For you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie in the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams of songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By the lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie in the fields of Athenry, where once we watched as small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams of songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By the lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling as a prison ship sails out against the sky. Sure, she'll wait and hope and pray for her love on Budney Bay. It's so lonely round Athenry. Low lie in the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams of songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Thanks very much.
All right, let's also have a nice hand for Chris Griffin, who organizes this every single summer. And for making us the opening act every year. We got to know Nelson well over the years. Just a good, good man. Great memories. So this is for Chris and for Nelson. It's going to be like Woodstock, no more rain.
While the weather turns from 100 to 60 in about 24 hours, this poor banjo was taking a licking.
Hang on.
ago when the earth was green. There's more kinds of animals that you ever seen. They run around free while the earth is being born. The loveliest of all is the unicorn. They were green alligators and long-necked geese, humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees, cats and rats and elephants as sure as you're born. The loveliest of all was the unicorn. But now God seen some sinning and it gave him pain. He said, stand back, I'm gonna make it rain. Hey brother Noah, I'll tell you what to do. Build me a floating zoo. Take some of them green alligators and long-necked geese, humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees, cats and rats and elephants as sure as you're born. The loveliest of all was the unicorn. Well, old Noah looked out to the driving rain. The unicorns are hiding, playing silly games, kicking and scratching. The rain was falling. Oh, them silly unicorns. And they were green alligators and long-necked geese, humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees, cats and rats and elephants as sure as you're born. The loveliest of all was the unicorn. Well, now the ark started moving, drifted with the tide. The unicorns looked up from the rocks and they cried. The water came down, floated them away. And that's why you'll never see a unicorn until this very day.
Will you see, Chris?
But you see some green alligators and long-necked geese, humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees, cats and rats and elephants as sure as you're born. You're never gonna see no unicorn. All right, we're gonna do one more quick one here. We have one quick announcement.
Folks, I'm sorry, I just want to let you know there's just the little tiniest bit of rain over us right now, so hang in there with us, all right? It's going to go right past us, so just hang in there, okay?
We'll try two songs.
Okay.
See how that goes.
Here you go.
Well, I moved down to Braintree. I live in Braintree still from 1994. I made that big move down Route 3 from South Boston to Braintree in search of parking.
Let's see, it only took me an hour and a half to get from South Boston to Braintree today. That's all. Thank God for the big dig.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about 11 miles.
I could have walked.
I was born down on A Street, raised up on B Street. Southie is my hometown. There's something about it that makes people shout at the tops of miles around. We have doctors and teachers, lawyers and preachers, men from the whole county down. They'll take you and break you, but they'll never forsake you. Southie is my hometown. I had an argument just the other day with a guy from Moskaloo, and he was bragging about his old hometown. Says I to him, what's to do? Well, I got hot right under the collar to that guy. I did holler. I was born down on A Street, raised up on B Street. Southie is my hometown. There's something about it that makes me to shout at the tops of miles around. We had doctors and teachers, lawyers and preachers, men from the whole county down. Where they take you and break you, but they'll never forsake you. Southie is my hometown. It was the Yankee division that made the decision. That was a great victory. They didn't care what it's cost, but those kids from South Boston mopped up Germany. And the Japs were alone. Those babies kept going. They had what it takes, yes sirree. And when the enemy was lurking, we had good old Mickey Perkins, Southie in my hometown. I was born down on A Street, raised up on B Street. Southie is my hometown. There's something about it that makes people shout it. They're the tops for miles around. We had doctors and teachers, lawyers and preachers, men from the old county down. They will take you a gravy, but they'll never forsake you. Southie is my hometown. Southie is my hometown. All right, thank you all for all of our friends from South Boston.
I know everybody should just get in the car and pull up. Be like a drive-in.
The old drive-in, that's right. We used to sneak in the drive-in. It was $5.
I always got the trunk.
Yeah. That's what you used to call the trunk in the trunk.
Yeah.
Here's another one you may know, an old song by the Wolf Tones.
We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, maybe the long road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, singing along, singing a soldier's song. Though we've had our troubles now and then, now is the time to make them up again. Sure aren't we all Irish anyhow? Now is the time to step together now. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, maybe the long road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, singing along, singing a soldier's song. Tinker, tailor, every mother's son, butcher, baker, shouldering the gun. The rich man, poor man, every man in line, all together now for Old Lang Syne. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, maybe the long road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, singing along, singing a soldier's song. Night is darkest just before the dawn. From dissension, Ireland is reborn. Sure, we're all united Irishmen. We make our land a nation once again. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, maybe the long road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, singing along, singing a soldier's song. We're on the one road is right. Chris, you ought to get a job with the networks. You're correct more often than they are, it seems.
All right, here's a great one, great old song you can sing with us if you like. You take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before you. Yon bonny banks and yon bonny roads, sunshine comes over Loch Lomond, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. You take the high road.
You take the high road, I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before you, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. How pleasant to see on yon shady land, how pleasant our memories fondly cherished, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. You take the high road, I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before you, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Come on, baby. One more time around. Here we go. You take the high road, I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland before you, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Bonnie Banks, thank you. A song about the most beautiful woman in Ireland. Down one morning last July, from a boring green came a sweet colleen, smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, I shook myself, see if I was really there.
From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, Galway to Dublin town. Little maid I've seen like the rare Colleen I met in the county down.
When she onwards sped, I shook my head, I looked with a feeling rare. And I said I, to a passerby, who's the maid with the nut brown hair? He smiled at me and he said he, that's the gem of Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, star of the county town.
From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the rare Colleen I met in the county down.
Harvest fair, she'll be surely there. I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with my shoes shone bright, my hat cocked right, a smile from a nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till a plough is a rust-colored brown. Till a smiling bride by my own fireside, she's the star, county town.
From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the rare Colleen I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the rare Colleen I met in the county down.
The star of the county down.
All right, this next song is from up in Newfoundland. Anybody been up to Newfoundland? All right. For the rest of you guys, if you go to Maine and take a right, you can't miss it. How many have been to Key West in Florida? You know that Duval Street in Florida, the crazy street? Well, there's one in Newfoundland too, in St. John's, called George Street. And it was up there a few years ago, and I heard this song, and it reminded me of growing up in South Boston. It's a song about a wake, and between the church and the graveyard, it'd stop at all of the deceased's favorite spots, you know, and might maybe sing a song or have a toast or whatever. But anyway, the song is kind of like that. Oh, the night that Patty Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of them boys got loaded and they ain't got sober yet. Just as long as the bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. Old Erie came with the bagpipes, the music for to play. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame, and they winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. As
Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner pouring out her grief. Kelly and his gang came tearing down the street. They went into an empty room and a bottle of whiskey stole. They put the bottle with the corpse to keep the whiskey cold. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame, and they winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. 2 o'clock in the morning, after emptying the jug, Doyle lifts the icebox to see poor Paddy's mug. We set the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time. 2:15, we argued it was 9. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame, and they winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Now they stopped the hearse on George Street outside the dance saloon. All went in at 8:30, staggered out at noon. Went up to the graveyard so holy and sublime. Found out when they got there they left the corpse behind. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame, and they winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died.
We're going to do one more song here and get everybody home before we all get pneumonia. That's Michael Kelly on the bass and regular guitar. And singing Dave.
Yay, Mikey, Dave.
On-
Yay, Davey.
On all the other instruments.
And Bobby Folks
Bob
in the
Folks,
middle.
yep.
Doing the heavy lifting.
We're called Curragh's Fancy. Thanks again for coming out in this, on this difficult evening, I guess. Go home and watch the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather stand in the rain. Good. You mean they're not going to lose tonight?
Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to old New England. Rolling home, dear land, to thee. Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable running clear. Heave your sheets and raise hammer. For New England we will steer. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to old New England. Rolling home, dear land, to thee. Many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles from shore. Ancient oceans lead us homeward to our own New England shore. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to old New England. Rolling home, dear land, to thee. And to the friends we leave behind us, we will bid a fond adieu. We'll remember tears and laughter and the joy we shared with you. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to old New England. Rolling home, dear land, to thee. Last one, here we go now. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. rolling home to old New England, rolling home, dear land to thee. Thanks so much for coming out tonight from Curragh's Fancy. Thank you to Chris for having us again. And enjoy the summer season every Tuesday night from now until through August, I think. So enjoy the night. Thanks so much.
Folks, let's hear it again for Currah's Fancy. All right, I'm going to let you all go home. Folks, as Bob said, we're going to be right back here next Tuesday. We got the Reminiscence coming in. Hopefully Fasano's food truck will be with us. We always want to thank BCAM for broadcasting this, so maybe get home and have a cup of hot chocolate and turn on BCAM and watch it all over again. Thank you all very much. We'll see you next Tuesday. Safe ride home.